Hello everybody, my name is Shay. This is Rustic Goddess Resale, and today I'm going to be going through the top sales I had on Poshmark and eBay in the month of May. I know this is kind of long overdue. It's like mid-June currently, but sales have been really slow, and I don't know. It takes me doing these videos to realize that I did have some good sales each month, so it's great to highlight those because I have a lot of like low dollar sales because things, I get offers on things that have been hanging around for 2 years and I just want to get rid of them. So I'm like, perfect, leave for $4, leave for $5. Like less than $10 sales have been really common lately, which is kind of discouraging at some points, but means it's making room for something better to come in and fill that space. So anyway, I think eBay only sold 87 items, which obviously we like to see over 100, and sales are down like 20%. I will put over here like the breakdown with eBay and Poshmark sales, but without Poshmark, it would be not so great of a month. But anyway, we're going to go through kind of the higher or more noteworthy sales. And let's get started. So the first thing to sell is this Lug Carousel XL gray crossbody travel bag quilted purse, and it sold for $33 plus shipping. So the buyer was $43.45 all in, and I paid around $5 for that. So that is around a $22 profit. This MHM Colfax hiking backpack, outdoor climbing utility. That's kind of what I put in the title. It sold for $35 plus shipping. So the buyer was $52.10 all in. Now I was $20 in on this, so it was only a $12.60 profit. So not great. And one of the things is I really didn't look these backpacks over very well because they had some wear and things that I didn't see. Bought them. So anyway, they sold for lower. That's fine. I still made a profit. And, I used to work for $12 an hour. So I can list definitely more than one thing an hour. So this ended up being fine. Another MHM incline hiking activity utility backpack sold to the same person for $34 plus shipping. So they were $53.44 all in as well. They did wait till they received the other backpack to order this one, so I didn't get to ship them in the same container and save on shipping. So anyway, I am $13.78 in the profit on that one. So again, not great for the money I invested, but they flipped super fast, so I'm happy to get that investment back. This St. Nicholas Square Holiday Patchwork Full/Queen 3-piece quilt set sold for $40 plus shipping, so the buyer was $59.13 all in. I think I paid around $20 for that. So again, it is a $13.42 profit after shipping and fees. So obviously not the best, but this is out of season and I don't have very much space in my little house. So needed to get it moved, and if that's all the profit I made, then that's all the profit I made. This Dooney & Burke draft print shoulder bag, hobo style, and wallet sold for $50 plus shipping. So the buyer was $60 all in. I can't remember how much I am in on this. I bought it in that huge auction lot and I kind of wrote it off for a little bit and said, that's an older style, it's not going to sell, but I listed it anyway with the wallet, priced it at $50, and it sold like within a couple of weeks for full price. It's a good sale. So these LEI hippie Y2K brown black floral platform chunky sandals in a women's 9. I found these at a really recent garage sale. I think it's the most recent garage sale with me video for $1, and they sold in a few days for full price of $50 plus shipping. So the buyer was $64.38 all in. So I am $39.46 in the profit on that one. This next sale is the Sam Edelman women's tall fringe boots in a size 6.5. They're like boho, those really cute boho fringy boots that you wear with like dresses and things like that. So they're super in style right now. They were a size 6.5 and they had some damage on the heel too. So I was happy with them selling for $50 plus shipping. So the buyer was $68.01 all in. And I think I paid less than $20 for those. So yeah, like around a $28 profit, I'll say. Marith Francois Gerbad. I know I am butchering that name horribly, but you don't need to know how to pronounce things to sell them. So that's my thing there. They're the men's baggy tapered jeans in a size 31x32. Blue cotton zip up USA. They sold for $55 plus shipping, so the buyer was $68.30 all in, and I think I paid $12 for those at Plato's Closet. It was $12 or $15, I can't remember. This Carhartt hoodie work vest, adult size, heavy canvas, warm fleece, size large. Again, with the Carhartt sales in the dead of summer, the Carhartt is selling. So it sold for $60 plus shipping. So the buyer was $75 all in, and it did have a big stain on the front too. So people do not care the condition of Carhartt. And sometimes Carhartt sells better when it's in like horrible shape. So you just never know. So I had actually gotten that for free. So the $51.70 profit after fees and shipping is all profit. This vintage Fieldcrest full/queen green floral boho comforter. I think I hauled this so long ago, and it sat in my death pile because I am horrible at taking photos of blankets. And, you know, I had to come up to my own bedroom because I needed a bed to model all these things on. So I just took like a couple hours one day, brought all my blankets upstairs to my room and photographed them all on our bed, and they're selling. So like, why didn't I do that sooner? Anyway, it sold for $60 plus shipping, so the buyer was $81 all in. And I'm gonna say shipping was horribly expensive on this, and shipping label cost me $25.32. I can't remember how I shipped it. I probably shipped it UPS or FedEx because that seems to be the cheapest, but I can't remember where this person lived. They must have lived like in Hawaii or something for it to cost that much. But I did get it at the bins, so I probably spent less than $10 on it, I'm gonna say. And so my profit is $29.38 on that one. This Ted Baker women's Ashley waterfall sleeve A-line dress in pink, women's size 4, ? Because it had no size tag. I just kind of had to go by the Ted Baker size chart and the measurements that I got from this dress, but I got this from a ThredUp bulk box, so I have $1 or less into this, and it sold for $65 plus shipping, so the buyer was $81.18 all in, so my profit was $53.67 on that one. The next thing to sell is this Magnalite roast and bake pan casserole aluminum vintage. I got this at a garage sale for $2. I am trying to dive more into hard goods that are easy to ship. So I found this Magnalite pan, and I'd heard that name before, so I did a quick comp search and realized that these sell for quite a bit. So this sold for $63 plus shipping, so the buyer was $84.83 all in. So after fees and shipping, I am $57.75 in the profit. So next thing to sell is this Oros Apparel Nova long sleeve crew carbon women's size medium. It was new with tags, but it did have a flaw on it, so I did note that, just like a flaw in the stitching. I did get this at Style Encore for around $9, and these retail for over $100. Like, they're pretty, like, it's a niche brand, so it didn't get a lot of interest at first. It took quite a long time to sell, but it sold for $81 plus shipping, so the buyer was $93.45 all in, making that a $61 profit. Okay, the next thing to sell is this J. Crew tiered maxi dress lobster print ultramarine red size 8. If you are a, OG subscriber, this came out like a year ago, this video. It was like last spring that I really started to source more at buy sell trade stores. So I got this for $25, I believe, and it sat for a long time, but it ended up selling for $85 plus shipping. So the buyer was $102.36 all in, and after shipping and fees, 60, 50, I'm like $45 in the profit on that. So honestly, I probably should have let it go for cheaper earlier to get that money back in, and I'm trying to work better on taking that first offer that I get in, but sometimes I'm like, I really love this piece, somebody else is really gonna love it, and I feel like it's worth that higher price. But on most things, I am willing to take whatever offer comes in. This rare posable Pink Panther huge jumbo 42-inch plush stuffed animal MGM promo sold for $100 plus shipping, So the buyer was $124.49 all in. I got this like a year ago now at a citywide garage sale for $5, and after shipping and fees, I am like $72 in the profit, so very happy with that. I just wish it didn't take so long to sell. But stuff like that takes a pretty special buyer that wants a humongous posable Pink Panther plush in their possession. This Titleist golf stand bag, green, new with tags, sold for $105 plus shipping. So the buyer was $125.65 all in. One thing to note on this is the person that bought it was in Hawaii, which isn't that always what happens when you have like a large oversized item? Someone in Hawaii or Alaska always ends up buying it. So the label that I bought cost me $32.50. So after shipping and fees, I only paid $25 for this item. So I am like $44 in the profit on that, and it sold in a few days. This next one is really awesome. This is a Gemmy Industries 2004, so it's like getting right up there with the vintage inflatables, but it is an 8-foot tall inflatable snowman with a candy cane that you'd like put out in front of your house. I actually got this for free from a family friend that moved and decided she didn't want it. So it sold for $130 plus shipping, so the buyer was $155.15 all in, and what's funny is that this went to Florida in May. Like, you know how hot Florida is in May? It's like 90 degrees. So I don't know what this person's doing with this in Florida in May, but I thought it was kind of funny. Christmas and winter sells all year round, I have learned. And after shipping and fees, I am $92.42 in the profit. Extremely happy with that. Again, the shipping label cost me quite a bit. Campbell Daggett boot in natural floral tapestry in a women's size 10 sold for $140 plus shipping. So the buyer was $168.76 all in. After shipping and fees, I think I paid around $30 for these at a consignment store. I am like $90 in the profit on that, which is awesome. They did take probably 6 to 8 months to sell, but I really liked looking at them, so I didn't mind having them around that long, but I wish they would have sold sooner. My best sale on eBay for the month of May is this Chiara Boni La Petite. Don't correct me in the comments. I know that that's the wrong pronunciation for that. But it's a one-shoulder ruffle maxi dress in a size 14 or Italian size 50. It sold for $210 plus shipping, so the buyer was $232.60 all in. After shipping and fees, my profit, I think I spent like $60 on this. My profit was $106.50, so that was a great sale. It took a few months to sell, but I am willing to wait for that larger sale. Now let's get into our Poshmark sales. Okay, so my Poshmark sales honestly are kind of laughable. I sold a little over $1,000 on that platform, and honestly, I'm gonna say that Poshmark is like really my clearance section, honestly. Like, I post everything there eventually, but most things that sell are things that I send aggressive offers on, and I'm making like less than $10 at the end of the day and just getting it out. And I love that I have that ease of shipping where, like, if it's something that I do not want to mess with, I just throw it in a bag and slap the label on and it's all good. But I did have a few standout sales for the month of May on Poshmark. So the first thing that I have was this Bath & Body Works Wallflower plugins, lot of 10. I did haul these recently. They were 25 cents a piece, so I am $5. No, I'm not $5 all in. I'm like $2 all in on these. And they sold for $32, so I made $25.60 after Poshmark fees, so that was a pretty good profit. This Spirit Halloween 1920s Gatsby themed Halloween costume in a size extra large sold for $25 flat, so I made $20 after fees, and I got that at the bin, so I'm assuming I am less than $2 in on that. These Viore Women's Daily Studio high-waisted leggings sold for $41, which is really good for Poshmark, honestly. I do not get high sales on Poshmark. I want to know everybody's secrets. I feel like I try to apply like all these like Tips to get good sales on Poshmark videos. I've watched so many and the tips just don't work for me. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing it and I'm sending out offers and I'm sending out, like, I have Posh Sidekick and it shares for me and it sends offers for me, and then every Friday I send out aggressive offers and I just don't get very many sales on there. But anyway, sold for $41 and I got $30.78. Those came from a ThredUp bulk box, so I was $1 or less into those. The next thing to sell is this Lily Pulitzer Emery shift dress in hot pink, and it had like a gold accent on the front. It sold for $75 plus, obviously plus shipping. So after fees, I was $60. My earnings were $60 after Poshmark fees, and I paid $25, so kind of like tripled my money-ish there. Not really, like 1.5. Don't ask me to do math. This Keen Newport H2 black and lime green pair of hiking sandals, and I think a men's size 7, yes. Sold for $33, so I made $24.38 on those. I've had these forever. Keens sit for me for so long. I don't want to leave them behind if they're cheap, but they also don't move for me. So I'm like, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with Keens because I know how expensive they are. The last sale that I'm going to highlight on Poshmark, the Poshmark portion of this video is very short, is this bundle sale I had on this vintage Columbia coat in a men's extra large tall. This actually came from my dad's estate because the auction company was not interested in the clothing portion of the estate, so I kind of went through everything and figured out what would be worth it for me to sell and things like that. So yep, I'm glad it's going on to a new owner and somebody else can enjoy it. But yes, it was a vintage Columbia like bomber jacket, and then this Nike Golf dry fit lime green striped polo shirt that I've had forever in a size extra extra large. All of those sold for, I think $51 was the price that it sold for, so I got $40.80. I got the Nike golf polo at the bin, so I'm like $1 into that probably or less, and then obviously the Columbia coat was free, so that is like $39 in profit, so I am happy with that. So those are my sales. I had over $4,000 this month in sales, but that's really, I want to be at like between 5 and 6, and I know I'm gonna get there. I've been consistent at listing, but right now things are slow. As everybody has said, things are slow. But if you keep listing and put in the work now, when it gets to be back to school time, you're going to reap the benefits. Anyway, if you like me, if you like videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.